Zubeia, you haven't aged a bit. You look as young and ravishing as the day you betrayed me.
So this fallen star person who's returning, if they're a fallen star, was there a time when they were just a star?
His name is Aaravos. We had to beat Aaravos at his own game. We could not let on that we knew of his crimes and treachery.
It sounds like you have a history with 𝐉𝐻𝐼𝐺𝐻.
Oh, I do. He is the reason I am where I am today.
And we could imprison him forever.
In my previous video, I delved into the unique writing style of the Dragon Prince, which I absolutely adore. What makes it so intriguing is their skillful use of unreliable narrators and clever use of misdirection. You see, the show often presents us with characters who initially appear to be authoritative sources of information, only for us to later discover that they either lack the complete knowledge or are being influenced by their personal biases. In that video, I focus on examples from the first 3 seasons to illustrate this narrative technique. It was a fun exploration of how our perceptions can be challenged and transformed throughout the series. But today, I want to shift our attention to a more recent development, a topic that has been the subject of much speculation and debate. That topic, of course, being Aaravos' backstory. We are about to dive deep into the account of Aaravos' origins as presented by the Dragon Queen herself, Zubeia. Zubeia's story provides us with valuable insights into Aaravos' character, or so we initially believe. But as avid fans of the Dragon Prince, we've learned to question everything. We've come to understand that the show loves to challenge our assumptions and surprise us with unexpected twists. In this video, we'll scrutinize Zubeia's narrative, dissecting every detail and exploring the possibility that her account may not be as reliable as we initially thought. We'll peel back the layers of this complex web of information and consider alternative interpretations. So, drink your moonberry juice and prepare to embark on a thrilling journey as we examine the mysteries and contradictions surrounding Aaravos' past. Our goal is to uncover the truth behind the star-touched elves' origins and unravel the intricate tapestry woven by Zubeia. So get ready to question, analyze, and theorize as we navigate the intricate world of this captivating series. Together, we will unravel the threads of deception and discover the hidden truths that lie beneath the surface.
Petrichor.
In Season 4 of The Dragon Prince, 𝐁𝐻𝐼𝐺, ever curious, wonders if the fallen star was once an actual star. Zubeia confirms his suspicion, revealing that the star was none other than Aaravos, a star-touched elf who was once revered as one of the Great Ones. With 𝐁𝐻𝐼𝐺's interest piqued, Zubeia begins to spin a tale of the past. She recounts the mysterious death of the Dragon Queen and the subsequent power struggle amongst the archdragons of 𝐻𝐵𝐷ia. Domina Profundus, Rex Igneous, and 𝐉𝐴𝐺𝐸 clashed in a bitter fight to claim the throne, as Luna Tenebris had no suitable heir. To prevent the conflict from spiraling into chaos, the wise and trusted Sunfire Queen, Queen Aditi, stepped forward to guide them towards a peaceful resolution. But just as the dragons were on the verge of making a decision, Queen Aditi vanished. This sparked an elven belief that the dragons had secretly murdered their beloved queen. This false belief fanned the flames of war. Enter the Orphan Queen, who unraveled the truth behind the world's crisis and discovered Aaravos' meddling. Aaravos had whispered dark secrets into the ears of the human kingdom leaders, manipulating them for his own gain. Zubeia reveals that Aaravos particularly targeted mages hungry for knowledge about the universe's mysteries. Joined by 𝐉𝐴𝐼𝐻 and the other archdragons, they concealed their knowledge of his crimes, tricking him into a false sense of security. This ruse allowed them to seize the opportunity and trap the Archmage in a powerful magical prison. Zubeia adds a touch of mystery to her story, sharing that the prison's location remains a secret. Each archdragon holds a key to its whereabouts, and 𝐉𝐴𝐼𝐻 was entrusted with an enchanted looking glass so that he could always keep a watchful eye on Aaravos. Now, Zubeia is quite the storyteller, and her version of Aaravos' backstory is pretty intriguing. But here's the thing, and we're going to put on our Sokka-like detective hats and question whether or not her tale is actually legit. Zubeia is a powerful and wise Dragon Queen, making her a very credible source of information in the show. At first, we believe her words, trusting that she's sharing the truth about Aaravos' history. But hold on, because we know that the Dragon Prince loves to challenge our assumptions, making us question the reliability of the stories we hear. Now, according to Zubeia, Aaravos had a special bond with humans that set him apart from the other star-touched elves. He didn't just observe from afar, he actively engaged with humans, even sharing forbidden knowledge, like dark magic. This reveals Aaravos' significant role in shaping the world of magic in the series. Zubeia's story paints Aaravos as a captivating character, brimming with power and charm. His influence over humanity grew, causing a major event that would change history in the magical world forever. Zubeia shares the consequences of his actions, showing us the profound impact he had on the world and its inhabitants. However, as the story unfolds, sharp-eyed viewers start questioning Zubeia's reliability. The Dragon Prince loves playing with our minds, using unreliable narrators after all. Is Zubeia's account influenced by her own biases, or perhaps her own incomplete knowledge? Let's seek the truth. What I find so suspicious about what she says about Aaravos' backstory is that it definitely seems to be omitting a few details that I think are kind of important. For example, it doesn't really clarify specifically what Aaravos did in regards to the Sunfire Elf Queen or why he might have killed her. So we learn from Zubeia that all of these conspiracies in the history of the world of Xadia have been performed by objectively evil human characters that were somehow being manipulated by Aaravos from the shadows. So the question that I would like to know, and doesn't even seem to get touched on by her because I imagine she doesn't have much interest in this particular aspect of him, but the question is, why has he done any of these things that he is being accused of doing? Now, the series definitely seems to be painting him as the final antagonist of the saga, so I definitely believe that there's a lot of truth to what the Dragon Queen is saying here, and that he is most likely secretly behind a lot of these events in the past. For example, we know that he gave humans dark magic, as this has been verified by 2 separate sources in the show. And we also know that he has somehow been responsible for the death of the Sunfire Elf Queen. I think we can take that part for granted and assume that to be true, though there is definitely a lot of information missing there. I definitely feel that there's a lot more to the story than what we're hearing from Zubeia here. Why did he give humans dark magic? Why did he conspire to kill the Sunfire Elf Queen? And how in Xadia did he become a fallen star? And what does a fallen star even mean? I definitely think this is not the full story, and so the question becomes whether or not this is an intentional choice on the Dragon Queen's part or not. Does she not know these details about Aaravos, or is she simply not interested to learn them? Perhaps the Dragon Queen is aware of these details, but just doesn't think that they're very important to share with our main heroes because it doesn't really help her cause of stopping him. Perhaps we will get more insight into his backstory and motivations from her later on, as she will go into more detail, and we will get a more comprehensive view of his backstory and motivations. But as things stand now, I definitely believe that she is omitting things on purpose. I don't know if her intentions are malicious or not, but I definitely think she does know more than what she's saying. And that what we heard was a very generalized version of history that she was intentionally choosing in order to get our main heroes on her side and get a very specific view of who Aaravos is, even if that meant leaving out some key details. But who knows? A very unlikely scenario here, in my opinion, is that this is all gonna flip around in some very dramatic way. That way, of course, would be that the Dragon Queen would become the actual series villain. She and the Archdragons imprisoned Aaravos because he was helping humanity and doing all kinds of other things to challenge the dragon's rule. So she and the others, including her at the time very much alive husband 𝐉𝐴𝐼𝐺𝐻, teamed up to stop Aaravos, sealing him away forever. There's definitely a lot of backstory here that would need to be filled in. It's also kind of surprising because she certainly would have had more opportunities in the last 2 years due to the time gap to do more directly malicious things if her goal was the retention of power. However, it definitely doesn't seem to be the case, as far as I can tell. Her motivations seem legitimate in terms of why she felt the need to stop Aaravos. Is Zubeia's account influenced by her own personal bias or incomplete knowledge? While Zubeia seems like a trustworthy narrator, we still can't help but question if her account is entirely accurate. This show loves throwing curveballs at us and keeping us guessing. Remember, Zubeia's version might not be an outright fabrication, but could also be simply not the whole truth. I invite all of you to join this conversation in the comments below. Let's exchange theories, interpretations, and clues as we try to piece together Aaravos' true story. Together, I am sure that we can shed some light on the elf's secrets. As we eagerly await the next seasons of The Dragon Prince, let's embrace the ongoing mysteries that fuel our excitement. The show's incredible storytelling keeps us hooked and always craving more surprises. Hey, thanks so much for sticking around to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button for more awesome content just like this. Is it egotistical to call my own content awesome? I don't know. But hey, in case you missed the first video, hey, I've got you covered. Click on this link right here and it'll show you how the Dragon Prince expertly uses misdirection and unreliable narrators to weave an incredibly captivating story that keeps us guessing and hungry for more. And while we're at it, make sure to go check out this video where I delve into all the juicy details about the upcoming Dragon Prince video game. It's an exciting ride and you won't want to miss it. Once again, thank you all for your support and being part of the amazing, beautiful Dragon People community. Stay tuned for more videos packed with theories, analysis, and all things Dragon Prince. Until next time.